Alright, so I've got some really exciting news. I have got a new pet. Everybody meet Mossy. He is so adorable. I saw him in the shops and I could instantly feel his love. I needed this moss ball. So I purchased him for a whopping £10. I drove him home, showed him out the window to all the views of the outside world that he's never seen before. When I got home, I messaged my boyfriend saying, hey, you've got a new son. And his reply was this Game of Thrones gif. I think he wasn't too pleased with my purchase. But then, after purchasing it and taking it home, I then decided then was a good time to Google how long does a moss ball live for. And it turns out that these little guys live up to 200 years. So I instantly thought to myself, I'll give it the best 2 days. The first step I thought would be to give him his own little name tag and create it and stick it on his bottle. So here we have across the bottle, Mossy. Especially if I'm calling out across the park, Mossy, Mossy. He'll look down and be like, whoa, that's my name. I'm coming. So, because I thought, you know, I've only got 2 days with this guy, let's start with a lovely walk round the garden. Don't want to take him too far. I don't want to lose him. He might run off. I've just realised if any neighbours are watching me film this video and I'm just walking around the garden with a jar of moss. As we were walking around the garden, I tried to play catch with him and he wasn't very good at catching it. It kind of just bounced off him. So I decided, hey, maybe football's the next move. Maybe he could kick the ball around with me. Not the best kicker, but he actually did a very good header at one point. After all that exercise, I thought it was time to feed him, and apparently you don't need to feed your moss balls, which I thought was horrible. So I gave him a cup of tea, a little bit of bread, a carrot and some watermelon. A nice balanced diet for my Mossy. I thought, hey, Mossy might get a bit lonely. Let's try and give him a friend. So I took him out on a bit of a play date with another fellow, definitely not a moss ball character. It was a pom-pom ball, but it looked kind of like Mossy. And they actually ended up kissing, which I thought was adorable for my little Mossy. He's such a player. As he was out on the play date, I thought he's not very impressive. He needs to learn some tricks. So I actually taught him a trick, roll over. It took many attempts and encouragement to get him to do it, but then he finally built up the courage and rolled over. He did spill a little bit of water when he did so. Obviously, I love gaming. I love my Mossy. I need my Mossy to love gaming with me. So I played a little bit, show him how it done, and then I gave him his own controller, and he was cracked, and he was locked in. He did not take his eyes off that game for a while. Mossy kept looking at me with jealous eyes, and I thought he must be jealous of my hat. So I also gave him his own little TheBakeey hat. Also, I did what many parents do, and also taught him how to tie his own laces. When I took him out on that walk, I was sick of tying them up all the time. They kept coming undone, and he couldn't do anything. Pathetic. So I actually taught him how to tie his own laces. Mossy was growing up in front of my eyes at a rapid speed, and I thought it's time to get him his own car. He actually couldn't reach the pedals, so he kind of sat there stationary for a bit, but it looked cute. I didn't want him to feel left out when I do streaming, so I actually gave him his own Mossy Cam, so now my viewers can actually see what Mossy's getting up to when on my streams. That's how you know it's a big deal, when he gets his own camera on my streams. People have dog cam, I have Mossy cams. And finally, to wrap up the day, I tucked him into my bed and read him a bedtime story. And after all those activities, he's still here with us. He might just live up to 200 years old, but I wouldn't know if he lived up to 200 years old. I love you, Mossy. But yeah, that was my first day with my first pet. Many more to come. Everybody say hi to Mossy in the comments down below. Give this video a big thumbs up for Mossy. You will be seeing him around on my Instagram, on my streams. He's got his own camera. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys very, very soon with another video. Bye! Wait for bye, Mossy. I'm 28 years old. What am I doing?